Hi, Aristi. How are you? I'm just getting started. Long time no see. Hello to everyone who's coming in. I'm just getting started. Hi, Kathy. Jerry, hello. Gail, hi. Oh, it's so good to see everybody again. I am just getting started. I have my old smartphone here, so I'm hoping to be able to see comments even if I'm seeing them lag. Yeah, me too, Jerry. I missed everybody. Ella Connor, hi. So good to see you. And Marianne, hi. Hi, Janet. Oh, it's so good to see everybody coming in. I am just getting started. In fact, I always put this here just to get a snapshot for my thumbnail. I'm going to do Lisa, hi. Let's see, am I seeing the comments here? I'm hearing some chatter from me. I might have to turn that off. We'll see. I'm seeing the hi, Peg. Does it look a lot better? Hopefully we will not get any of that horrible pixelation. But I'm not seeing the comments on here. I'm going to have to fool around with that. I'm going to turn this off for tonight. I'll have to fool around with it and see what I can do in a private session. Lisa, hi. Oh, I can give you bubbles. Let's see. Glamour. Bubbles. Good. I'm glad it looks clear. There are the bubbles. I learned how to turn them on and off. Yay! Okay, I turned them off. They are fun, aren't they? Let's see though. I have to get them there. Hi, Aunt Beck. Oh, it's so good to see everybody again. Oh, yay, Peg. Oh, okay. I wonder how that works on mobile, Janet. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Hi, Nikki, Carson D. Cat's Life. Let's do some channel shout-outs with everybody in here. Let me go to my comments here. And I'm just going to go way up to, well, no, I'll go to the bottom. Marianne McMillan's channel is under Marianne McMillan, right, Mary? And Aunt Beck's Creations. Aunt Beck does a lot of Goodwill hauls. Recycled Parts for Art. We all know that channel. Yay, Jerry. Lisa Swank, Artful Inspirations. Thank you, Lisa. Carson D. Cat's Life is Nikki. I think she is just finishing up the Faces Challenge. 30 faces, I think. You've been working on your house, haven't you? And doing pours. And Peg Robinson. Peg Robinson. Her channel is under Peg Robinson. And then she does another channel with... oh, my mind just went blank. Chelsea. And they do, it's sharing for art, art for sharing. What is that, Peg? Give the right channel name. But they do lives on that channel. My mind is, my mind just went blank on that one. Let's see, who else is in here? Aristi Morjacki. She has a channel, and she's on a design team. Tell us who you're doing the who you're doing the design team for, Aristi. And I'm just backing up through the comments. Kathy, hi Kathy. Gail, I don't know, Gail, if you have a channel or not. If you do, let us know. And I don't think Janet has a channel, but she's on Facebook and she does beautiful art. I always watch her. I watch her posts. I think I got everybody so far in here. Let me go clear down to the bottom. Hi, Rose. Rose has a channel. Found a pro brayer once, $2 at Goodwill. Cool. Oh, okay, Gail. Gail says she has a channel, but no videos of tutorials. I'll have to check you out, Gail, and see what you got going over there. Art Joy of Sharing Live. That's Peg and Chelsea's channel where they do lives on Thursday mornings, and I missed this Thursday morning because, yay, I was getting the Wi-Fi hooked up. Okay, I am going to kind of show, I want to work in this book. I'm going to zoom in just a little, and I'm going to show what we've done so far in this book. I want to work primarily in this book until I get it mostly filled. And I'm only working on it in my live sessions. And I've been picking out photographs. But I want to show you what we've done so far. I think this is the first one. Don't Cry Over Moldy Bread. And I'm just going to go through these really fast. This is the Daydreamer one. I have not done anything since our the last live. So I still want to put Daydreamer on here. And this is How High is the Sky? It's a little one building blocks, and then there's some Egyptians building their pyramids in the background. And that's the one we're going to work on tonight. This is the one we did last, and I never got back to it, but they're in a boat, and it looks like it's winter because they've all got their winter coats on, but I think these are cement blocks, because if they're ice blocks, they're cut really nice. And then there's boats over here. This is the Blowing in the Wind. The little guy on his trike is racing the guy in the painting who was riding a bicycle. We made him having a race. This is the Believe one with the Renoir painting and the fairies. And Janet, I still need to put Believe on there. I haven't done anything in this book. I kind of set it aside until I got Wi-Fi. And then this is the one, I always think of Nancy Widner when I see this, because she sent me this picture of these kids sticking their tongues out, and it went with this one where these kids are looking at themselves in a carnival mirror. That was fun. Imagine this. Done quite a few in here. This was the very first one. Hi, Barb. Welcome. Good to see you. No, Jerry, I did not glue the pages together. What I've been doing is doing reverse collage and then collaging photos down. And Janet got me started doing these flip pages like this. So I have not been gluing any pages together yet. Welcome, Barbara. Wishful Thinking. And this was the one where the children were playing games. Looks like they're painting on a sidewalk here, drawing sidewalk art here. And then this is all about, the art is all about children's games, and then the text is all about creative imagination. And I think there's one more, which is the ballpark. And I was looking at this one, and I was thinking, I want to do something more to this this picture for me kind of fades into the whole, with everything else going on here. And I was thinking if I'd put some more of a cerulean blue or a darker blue around here, it would make that picture pop. You paint, yes, Aunt Beck says, you paint out all the parts you want to take away, and I lost the comment. And leave the bits you want to keep, and then add art around it. That's reverse collage. Thank you, Aunt Beck, for answering that. So there's where I am, and what we're going to work on tonight is on page 68, and it's Nancy Widner. Hi, I was just talking about you. Was talking about that photo where they were sticking out their tongues. Was it you that sent me this? I think it was you that sent me this picture. So, the one I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to jump right into this because I will say I am planning on having a contest. I don't like to hold the contest till I at least get the reverse collage done. And then while my paint is drying, I'll put the book aside and we'll have a contest. I have three more commonplace sketches to give away tonight. So, this is the one I'm going to work on tonight, and this is all about an astronaut. Astronaut Gordon Cooper became the first man to orbit the Earth in 2 separate space flights. The first in 1963, the second 2 years later, and in this painting he returned from space, and after being picked up from the sea, he walks on the deck of the recovery ship, taking his first steps since he went into orbit. And the name of the painting is First Steps by Mitchell Jamieson, painted in acrylics in 1963 for NASA, from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration in Washington, D.C. Laura, hi! Welcome! So this is the one I'm going to work on tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the photo. I found this photo. This is just perfect. Do you think so, Gail? I don't know. When did acrylic painting start? 1963? That could very well be. Wow, how interesting is that? Well, this is done at NASA, so that could very well be, you know, those astronauts, they start everything going for us. About that time, people were just starting to get a hold of them in 1963. I was just a child then, so I couldn't have been any more than 11 years old, and I didn't get a hold of acrylics till I was a senior in high school. So I found this picture, and I just think it's perfect for this page. And this is done, you can tell it's done in muted colors, tans and browns. Let's see, what is Rose saying? Between 1946 and 1949, Leonard Booker and Sam Golden invented a solution acrylic paint under the brand name, I lost it, Rose, Magna Paint. Wow, how cool, Rose. Acrylics were made commercially available in the 1950s. They were mineral spirit based. Acrylics were made commercially available in the 1950s. Thank you, Rose. That's really interesting. So even if it's not the first, it's one of the early acrylic paintings, and I find very interesting that it's done in muted colors. If this is a true picture, which I think it probably is pretty close to being a true picture. Darks, and I see some kind of yellow tones in there, cream tones. But I'm going to use blue and white because I've got to have a little color. And I thought I'd put a little red on it because in this picture they got some little red spacemen here, is what I'm going to call them. Little, I don't know if they have spacesuits on. They're his toys. He's building a rocket ship. And then I've got a darker blue here. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Thank you, Rose, for getting that from Wiki for us. Mary, I have an autographed picture of Alan Shepard hitting the golf ball on the moon. An autographed one? Wow. That's a treasure. How cool is that? Well, no, Gail, you weren't too far off. You were not too far off. In fact, it was probably about 10 years later from this that I first found acrylic, so I didn't either, Rose. Okay, where am I at? I'm still going through all the... Carrie, did I miss Carrie? Wait. Oh, hi, Carrie. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's coming in here that I'm missing while I'm chattering away. Okay, so I'm just going to get started, and I need some waxed paper. I tore out my old waxed paper, so I need to get some fresh. And let's put these over here. And I really like doing reverse collage because I am still new to live. And if I get disconnected tonight, I'm going to have a conversation with our Wi-Fi man. And I want you to let me know if you get any blurring or pixelating, because I don't see any of that until it processes. And then I'm going, oh, this picture's horrible. So, I'm just going to get started with this. I'm going to get started with the blue. Oh, and one of the things I like to do is save the text. And I think I'm going to save it in the shape of a sort of a rocket ship. I might paint the top part of it. Just sort of like that. And then we'll let that go on up. And I'll do painting. I'll paint this part of it. And it goes off of the... We'll see what I do with that. But I just wanted to save the text. In fact, that's probably too much. Let's put it there. Well, that's some rocket ship. Alright. I just don't want to paint out my text. You haven't done any art for decades? I love doing art. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have art to do. I think it saved my sanity in a lot of cases. And I just learned this reverse collage technique from, well, I first saw Rosemary Morris use it, but she learned it from Dee Dee Willingham. And all we're doing is just kind of painting out everything. In fact, I don't like that rocket ship that I drew up there, so I'm just going to paint it out. But I want to save my text here. Yeah. Give me my sanity back. Sometimes this world gets pretty crazy. And, you know, for me, art was always something, I wouldn't call it an escape, but it was always something that I could control. Not that I needed control, but it took me into my own world where, I hate to say control because I don't think it was, I had a need for control, but I just had a need to be my own person. And art took me there. And it doesn't matter if my art is not like everybody else's art. It's expressing yourself. And I think that helped me too, because I was a very quiet child. I never saw myself as shy. I think other people saw me as shy when I was younger, but I saw myself as being more quiet. You may not believe that today, but more quiet and trying to figure out what was going on, I think. Okay. Now, I'm not sure. I think I want to draw a little of that out, but it's too wet. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Heat gun alert. Comments. Art is beautiful, even music is art. That is true, Carrie. All right, get my heat gun going here. I'm going to need a new heat gun any day now. There it goes. Jerry, what happened? Recycled arts for parts. Sorry for your loss. Oh. Phew. I was afraid something happened to Jerry this year. Hi, Mary. I made it on another live. Let's see what's that. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's come in while I've been chattering. I do like doing this reverse collage on a live because it's just smearing paint around, really. And there's really not a mistake. Well, you can make mistakes with it. I mean, you can knock paint over, you can smear paint where you don't want it, blah, 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 blah. But it's really a forgiving technique. And let's see, Mary Gail said she couldn't do art for 2 years after her mother passed away. I had similar problems. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gail. Hi, Beth. Welcome. And Mary Hill, welcome. Welcome to everyone who's come in. I'm going to dry this off just a little bit more. I want to put in some cream and white or yellow tones, just kind of a yellow-white. And then I'll set it aside. And in a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and have the contest. This really is to promote recycled parts for art. I want to do that while Jerry's here. Jerry is the host of Recycled Parts for Art. And I get to be on her design team, and I am so excited about things. I'm excited about everything, except for I'm still wrestling with that cookbook. I want to do something. If you remember my video, I showed you we got a cookbook. And I want to do something unique with it rather than a journal. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, Leslie. Scrapping life away. And if you have not found Nikki Carson D. Cat's Life channel yet, click on her icon and go check out her channel. Let's get her some more subbies. I know Nikki from one of the challenges, I think. Okay, guess what? It disconnected me. Now, why would that happen? Phooey. Well, let's see. I got to flip the screen, flip the picture here. If that happens, guys, I don't know why that would do that. I'm on Wi-Fi. Huh. Oh, well. I guess it's going to happen. But I'm hoping. I'm really curious to see. Hi, Beth. Beth, is your channel under Beth Salter or is it under the Art Barn? I can't remember. Beth is from Canada, and she has this really neat studio. Oh, really, Denise? That could be causing a power surge. They're both plugged into the same cord, into the same surge protector. I'll bet you that's it. Well, we won't use the heat gun Denise, I'll watch that. Thanks for that. Yep, a different plug, Mary. Okay. Okay, well, I'm not going to do it tonight. It's about time to have a contest, don't you think? I mean, there were about 30-some people in there. We're going to give a little bit of time for people to get back in here. So, pretty soon we're going to have the contest. I was talking about Beth's art barn. Her studio that she and her husband built is to die for. And she's giving classes in there. I just, wow. Wow, wow. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Beth, why don't you post your channel name so if people aren't subbed to you, they can go find you. Let's see, I think I want just a little bit of brown in there. Art Barn. Thank you, Jerry. I knew she had an art barn, but I couldn't remember if it was under the channel name of Art Barn or if it was under Beth. It's hard for me to keep up with you guys. Okay, I'm just going to smear some of this yellow. Maybe I'll even smear it on in here. And I usually go back after I do my live and touch up my pages how I want. And I'm going to be doing that to this one too. But this just gets the basis of the page down. I'm going to set this aside to dry. I never upload anything. Let's see, what was that? The boring. You never upload anything boring to your channel, Rose? I'm going to set this aside to dry. And now would be a good as time as any. I'm going to kind of wash this paint away because I don't want to get the drawings in it. And knowing Meri, that's exactly what she would do. Now, do you remember my video, my Happy Meal video this week? Let me get them while I'm wandering around my room here. I got these wonderful, wonderful vintage sewing items from Annie V. It just blew my mind. Just blew my mind when I opened the Ziploc package that had these in there. Guys, these are just treasures. This is a needle case. I'm not going to open it now because for sure I drop everything. And I believe this one is too, with the barrel. And this little strawberry, I want to call it a pin cushion, but I know they made these with emery in there. Yes, it's a darning egg barb. When they have a hole in the sock, they put it in the sock and use that like you would a light bulb to darn the socks. These are just treasures. That's all I can say. They are treasures. Yes, Gail. To sharpen needles, they would put emery in these little strawberries. And I knew these existed, but I've never seen one with the handle on it before. A friend's going to teach you how to darn socks. You know, I do not, well, let me pick this up. Well, I'm putting them over on my other desk over there. I do not darn socks now because I just wear those little ankle socks around as house slippers. But they wear out so fast. I just buy the cheapy kind, and you buy them like 10 or 15 pair to a sack for $5 or $6. So anyway, what I did was that Happy Meal just, And it was unexpected, guys. It was totally unexpected. I did not know that Happy Meal was coming. I knew Dee Dee's was coming, but I did not know that Annie's was coming. And I'm going, what is this? And it was heavy. The box was heavy, and I thought, oh, somebody sent me books. I need more books. And there was not one book in there. There was watercolor journal and a jelly plate and those sewing items and all sorts of scrapbook papers. Just blew my mind. Pastels, a whole set of pastels. You would love a drawing of the acorn needle holder and a combination of those three things. Well, Aunt Beck, guess what? I do not have the acorn. Maybe we'll save that for another week. But I've got the darning egg, the little tape measure thing. I think that's a tape measure. I don't know, because I could not pull a tape measure out. It may be old. I know it's celluloid. And then this is the strawberry one. Yes, Jerry, you are more than welcome to play. I did 3, and I put them in different perspectives. And there's a video on this. It won't come out tomorrow. It'll probably come out Sunday. But on this one, I put the little emery, the little needle sharpener here, and the darning egg there. And I'm calling this a tape measure. And on this one, I put the little needle sharpener, emery, whatever it is, here. And then on this one, I did it in vertical format and put the darning egg up this way and that way. So they are the 3 tools in different perspectives. And I will say, this is nothing that I studied for 2 or 3 hours. These are quick sketches. So take them as that. Put them in, if you win one, take it and put it in your art journal. You know, whatever you want to do with it, pass it on. Whatever you want to do with it's fine with me. So, let's get started with the contest. And what I've been doing with my contest is, I'm going to number these. I'm going to put this as number 1, trying to get more organized here. Number 1, and number 2, number 2, is there only one sheet on that? No. Yes. I don't know. Number 3, these are not official Post-it notes. These are the look-alike brand. They feel awfully thick. Okay, so what I've been doing is naming a range of numbers. Now, don't say anything until I say go. But like I'll name a range like 10,000 to 10,500. And then I say go. And then everybody calls out their number. And the one that gets closest to it wins it or gets it. If 2 people have it, and if it falls right, like if 2 people have the first one, then I'll give the first one, I'll give 2 away. Or vice versa with 2 and 3. If 2 people get really close to the third one, I'll still 31, 32 watching. Hi, Karen. If 2 people get close to the third one, which is here, then I will do another sketch and send out 2. And I will say, for those of you who've been in the drawings before, I have to scroll back on my comments, so I don't always get it right. So if I get it wrong, feel free to correct me, because you guys are my eyes in this case. So, let's start. Let's put them in order, Mary. 1, 2, and 3. And let's start with number 1. Number 1 is the one with the needle holder going this way, and then the little tape measure's propped up against the darning egg. So what I'm going to do is put it like this, and I have to think of a number range. Now don't say anything until I say go. Let me think of a range. Let me think of a number. Too much to think about. Okay, the number is between 50 and 100. Go. And I usually give everybody a long time because I'm allowing for lag time. Rosemary, hi! Good to see you, Rosemary. Rosemary Morris. If you haven't found her channel, go click on her icon. Go visit her channel. Subscribe. She does beautiful, beautiful journals, and she has some Facebook groups. Love her art. Okay, I'm going to give you about 20 seconds from now. Well, from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we're pretty well done. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What are you doing, Aristi? 20. All right. You gotta help me find out who was closest to 79. I thought I saw Rosemary was 78. I was laughing at Nikki, 99.5. And Aristi put in 2 of them. 75 for Carrie. Hi, Carrie. If my phone is jiggling because I'm moving my hand over the top of the face of the phone. Aristi had 74. Rosemary had 78. Did somebody have 80 or 79? Or another 78, 99, 71. Aristi, that was pretty close. 89, 55, 68, 98, 77 was really close, Kathy. 65, 72, 62, 64, 61, 73. Hi, Misty. I missed you coming in. 64, 98, 67. I think Rosemary won it. Would you all agree with me? Did I miss anybody? I think you're all agreeing with me. Feel free to correct me on any of these because, yay, Rosemary. Okay, what I need you to do, Rosemary, you know how to do this. Just email me at themeriatelier@gmail.com. themeriatelier@gmail.com or Meridel Abrams on Facebook. And I need your snail mail address. Now, I probably will not get these out until Wednesday or Thursday of next week because I am making photocopies of these. So I can have a photocopy for my own journal. So, and I have to go to the library to do that. And that's 40 miles away. So, don't expect this to be mailed out until Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So, yay, Rosemary! Okay, the next one is this one in the vertical format. And Jerry, you're welcome to play. I will remind you that we're doing this drawing as a promotion. This little book was gifted to me by Jerry at Recycled Parts for Art. as a thank you for being on her design team. I'm going, well, thank you. But I thought this is perfect. So I deconstructed the book and tore out the pages. And I think I have 24 pages that I can do art on one side. So tonight will be the 6th one. So you've got a lot more chances to win if you don't win tonight. So we're going to do number 2. And don't say any numbers till I give you until I say go. I have to think of a good number. This one will be between 250 and 350. Okay, go. And I'm going to give you a pretty long time to put in numbers because there's lag time. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you, Lisa Cornelius. I missed a lot of people coming in. If I missed you coming in, I say hello to you now. And don't forget to check out Carson DeCat's Life's channel if you're not subscribed to her. How we doing here? Shall I give it the 20-second? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And if you want to put in more than one number, go ahead. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 'Well, we're taking the one that's closest, Gail. I can't keep track of did they put in just one number or did they put in 20. So if I find one that's close, I'll take it. But I think it's time to say stop. Okay, the number was, I think we might have a tie here. The number was, that is a 1, guys. That could be a 7. But I meant it to be a 1, but if I might have to bow out and say if you have a 7, I might have to give it to the 301 or 307. We'll have to see if there's any ties here. I got to learn to print better. I think I meant that to be a 301, but it looks like a 7 to me now. What can I say? Mary does dumb things live. Let's see what we have. Nikki said Aristi says Nikki said 300. Okay, we'll put Nikki for 300. I think Rosemary said 301 or 300 or something. Somebody got close. Peg had 300. Wait, hold it. Nikki had 300 and Peg had 300. So there we got 2. I might end up doing some extra sketches. Did anybody get close to 307? 308? 251, 280, 222, 345, 333, 256, 300 for Nikki. Hi, Karen. 268. I'm going back. Mary Hill. 281, 200, 349, 252, 19, 332, 276, 228, 327, 259, 253, 285. Peg says 300. I think I can give away 2 of them here. I don't think I got anything close to 307, so I think that I'm okay with going with 301. Would you all agree? Be my eyes for me. I think we can probably pretty well end this contest by giving one to Nikki and one to Peg. Would you agree? Yes. Oh, Marianne, you can enter as many numbers as you want. Just don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, if you enter in 5 numbers, that's okay. Chances are they will not be in the range, but they could be in the range. If one of them is in the range, I'll take it. Just don't spam the numbers. So I said, you know, it's kind of fun to be able to play more than once and see if you hit it. So, well, you can do more than one, Marianne. Just don't do 25 of them. Because chances are you're not going to hit it anyway. I think Aristi was entering in more than one number and she didn't hit anything. So, sorry, Aristi. We'll have to take care of that later. Oh, you can. In fact, I don't mind if you do, because I think it's fun. And if we get into a big tie, hi, Eva, welcome. If we get into a big tie, I'll just sit down and do another sketch. Because I like to sketch. So, I'm going to let's let Peg pick the one that she wants. And then, Nikki, you'll get the other one. So which one do you want, Peg? Number 3, which is in the horizontal, or number 2, which is the vertical? Yeah, Gail. But don't put in, yeah, you can do that. Just don't put in 25 numbers. You know, don't spam, because we'll know if you're spamming. But if number 3, okay, this one will go to Peg. And this one will go to Nikki. And guys, I just remind you again, these are just quick sketches. And I do this, I'm going to do this every week until I get this book used up. So there's plenty of chances to win in another week. So please email me your snail mail addresses or message me on Facebook. I think both Nikki and Peg know their way around, so... So, thank you, Eva. It's good to be back. Bye, Rose. Thanks for joining us. Now I need to make pages like Jerry. It was fun, Barb. And you know what? I don't think that I've given away, how many, what, did I give away 12 ATCs? And how many art cards? 6 art cards? 6 or 7 art cards? I don't remember how many art cards. And 3 other sketches. This is 6 sketches. And I don't think I've had a repeat person win. I think Eva did. Eva is the only person who's won twice. So there's plenty of winning space. Oh, her storybook journal. Yeah, that is so cool. All right, let's see what how my page is doing over here. It is almost dry. I need the picture right here. And I'm going to use the title of Blast Off in here. I don't think anybody in here would know her, but if anybody from Indianapolis is watching this channel, they might know her. But I used to live in Indianapolis. Oh, well, Leslie, I don't know if Leslie, are you still here? But I used to have a needlework friend, and she passed away. Yeah, she passed away. She had some sort of a cancer. I don't know what it was, what part of her body, but she had such an attitude. She was such an inspiration. And I can remember on her Facebook page, the way she dealt with it was she said, blast off. You know, she was accepting it. She was accepting that she was going to pass on to her next adventure and her next journey. Let's just put it that way. And the term that she used was blast off. And every time I see an astronaut or see some space-related page such as this, I think about her. So she was a really interesting person. I liked her a lot. So I am going to title this Blast Off. Not because of her, but it just reminded me. I'm calling it Blast Off because it's a rocket. And what I do is I position these black and white photos with my Scotch glue stick, but I do go back later and make sure that they're attached. And let's see, I want to make sure that I'm getting it on the page here. And it was Janet who got me started doing these flip pages. So this will flip open and you can read that. Now I may go in here, I'm wanting to go in here and draw some rockets and put some, maybe not, these don't look like spacemen to me, like this guy's got his space suit on. I may do some men with the space suits here. But I'm not going to do that here because to do that, I have to sit down. And the minute I sit down, something happens to my camera. I've got painty hands. So, ground crew, Mary. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wendy Mason, check out her channel. She's got a channel. And Wendy, I get all you Australia, New Zealand ladies mixed up. She's either from New Zealand or Australia. So I am going to, I'm just going to call this quits for now because I want to do more detail work on this. But in order to do that, I've got to sit down and really get up close to it. So I'm going to leave this as it is. I think what I'm going to do next is, I'm coming, I have this pile of scraps. Not these. These I'm saving. I was in a Crazy Island family swap several months ago. There's another one. I've got 4 of them. And we traded these little, they were matchbooks. Hi, Corey K. Welcome. Oh, Corey. Perfectly okay. Yeah, that drop paper's not done yet. But I'm not going to do anything to it tonight. But we traded these little matchbooks and we put different types of just swatches of paper in there. It's kind of precursor to flow paper, only these were in matchbooks. Well, I finally used mine in my quote journal, just tore out everything, and I have these little pieces left. And I was asking the gals in our hangout, what could I do with these? I don't want to throw them away. And Cindy Signs-Utter was saying, make a little journal out of them and do doodling on them. So that's what these are going to be for. And then Dee Dee was doing some mini zines from beautiful magazine pages. So I had to do some mini zines. There's that other one. So I have some mini zines here. This is a notepad that I'm finding, but all this other is scrap. I'm going to do a glue book. Oh, I have some bobby pins. I'm going to do some bobby pin embellishments. So let me go over here and get my glue book that I started. Or I may have to start another one if I can't find it. What did I do with it here? Here we go. I have 2 glue books here that I've started and I haven't finished. This one I was just doing while I was chatting. Maybe I should finish this one. And then this one I haven't worked in at all. I've just created the signatures. So I think I'm going to work in this one. And I've only been going for about an hour. So I might go for maybe like another half hour or so. I don't like to keep these chats on too long. But I'm just going to start gluing down some things and maybe watch the chat. I haven't gotten disconnected again yet. Hey Rosemary, you're talking about your boiled books. I started watching that video and I saw the pages as you were flipping through them. But I want to know more about that technique. Why do you call it a boiled book? I never saw the process. I'm going to make a pocket, I think, out of that. And I think I want some Elmer's glue. So tell us about your boiled book, Mary. Rosemary. You boil the pages? What kind of pages are they that you boil? Are they book pages or scrapbook pages or any kind you want? I can't imagine boiling pages. I'm going to make a pocket here. Am I upside down? Evidently, getting disconnected is not it must be a YouTube thing. Am I upside down to you guys or am I right side up? Upside down. Let's turn my camera around. Rotate device, it says. Now, am I right side up? Evidently, this getting disconnected is not a data connection thing with the phone. Something's going on with YouTube that disconnects me. Good. I'm going to have a chat with my YouTube folks. Why do I get disconnected on mobile? Peg, that's funny. Peg says that was a real reverse collage. That really was. I'm disappointed that that's still happening. Got the Lone Ranger here. Where's my glue stick? I hate that that happens. I may have to invest in a camera, a webcam camera. And go off mobile to do this live chat because I am still getting disconnected. And that really disappoints me. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Shall I think I'll put the Lone Ranger right here. What else? Oh, I have this. Isn't he cute? Welcome, Carrie. Let's see, what am I missing here? Good night, Denise. I miss some people here. I hate that that happens. A Logitech C920 last week. I haven't tried it yet. You're going to have to tell me how it works, Leslie. I am really discouraged. I think that I may have to break down and get a camera instead of try. Hi, Kathy. instead of trying to do this by my mobile, because this disconnecting is really getting me frustrated. I was hoping the Wi-Fi would solve that. Does everything look right to you all? Let's put this a little more. Maybe a little bit more that way. Shannon Green. Hi, welcome Shannon Green. Yay, Shannon, you missed our drawing. I am doing glue books now. I found this lovely little animal. I think I'm going to put him here. History in the making. No, I think I'll put him here. I think I'll make another pocket. So Shannon Green, what are you up to? Making custom binders. If I can't imagine that the gals in here don't know Shannon, but if you don't know Shannon Green, let's give her channel a shout out. She's the one who gives all of us shout outs. Let's give Shannon Green a shout out. Shannon does fantastic art. She's doing all these vinyl custom binders that she gets off of recycled billboards. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. And I was looking at them, and they are done so beautifully. They look like they're almost professionally manufactured. I would be making a mess out of them. Lucia? Did Lucia McGill check in or sneak in? Hi, Lucia. Welcome. I've done my book. As much as I'm going to do with the reverse collage. We've had our drawing. I've been bumped off twice. And now I'm doing glue books. These are some postage stamps. I'm just gluing stuff in. This is a bunch of scrap that was on my desk. So Rosemary, I lost you at where you boil the pages. Rosemary was telling us about the boiled book. And I think I was asking her what kind of pages. Is Rosemary still here? Oh no, I'm here, Marianne. When you live stream, you have to hardwire your modem. Oh, she's asking Peg. Good, because I wouldn't know. It's buffering. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I guess live streams are... Oh, okay, good. You guys are just going to have to bear with me, I guess. I was hoping Wi-Fi would solve all my problems. Evidently not. I still got problems. Oh, this is one of Dee Dee's stamps that she sent in Happy Mail. Her peas in the pod. I'm not going to use that. It got separated. This creature, I keep running across him. He's all bones. I don't know where I'm going to put him. This is really grab and glue. Because I have no idea. I have a little black and white picture here. These are some of my first ones, and I didn't like this page. It's too precise for me. I want to paint on it. Is Rosemary still here? Is Rosemary in the room? Rosemary Morris, did she leave us? She must have left. I'm going to have to go check out her boiled books video. I started watching it and then I got sidetracked. Whoops, down to earth. Let's put this. Yeah, it'll go right here. So Shannon, are you here? Shannon, tell us more about your custom binders. Oh, here's the... That's from Dee Dee. I have Dee Dee's tag, but oh no, this is from Carol. I'm going to put that in a different... I just grabbed some stuff. I tried hardwiring and it made no difference to my live streams. Just waiting for fiber broadband now. I don't think that I'm ever going to get situated in that regard. If Wi-Fi doesn't work for me, then... Here, I've got a happy birthday to you. I'm going to put that in the pot. Will that fit in there? Will it fit in this one? This is true grab and glue. Won't fit in there. These are all scraps that were on my desk from various projects. I'll put that right there. So what are y'all chatting about? Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Janet? I don't know if Rosemary is still with us. I think she might have left. I was going to have her tell more about her boiled books. I'm going to have to go back and... I watched to the point where she was showing all the pages right at the beginning of the video. And then I got sidetracked. Oh, this is a little piece of Shannon Green artwork. I don't know if she recognizes it. I was using it on a page and I didn't throw that away. Where shall I put it? Here? Here. Right here. Rosemary has a gorgeous garden area at her house, but even the plant leaves from her plants and trees boiled up beautifully. Wow. I can't imagine doing that. So what did she do? Mix the plants with the papers? I've got to watch that video. I'm in the dark, totally in the dark about what she did. Beth says she dropped off because her husband can't find his glasses and we've been looking for them. That's okay, Beth. I dropped off because it kicked me off. Thanks for coming back. This is Baker, Philadelphia, Americans. He must have been a baseball player or something. I got him out of a history book. I am her voice. I think I'll put that right there. Maybe do a flip. Well, if anything, I'll get these little scrappies glued down. And I have to give lots of credit to Cindy Science Utter. She does artsy endeavors on Facebook. She has a YouTube channel under Cindy Science Utter, but it's artsy endeavors. And she does a lot of glue booking. Good things. She pressed the plant in between the papers and then boiled it. And the imprint from the plants transferred to the papers, and in some cases, different colors. Wow. Thank you, Lucia. Thank you for sharing that. That is so cool. I have to go watch Rosemary's video. I don't know if we might. Iris plant may transfer that way, but I don't know if... Oh, you know what else I'll do? All right, I'm going to put this glue booking aside for a minute. I have this. I wanted to finish... I snipped off That's the back. I was doing that ink tints on this lace. I'm going to finish that here. This is dried significantly, and the colors have sort of changed. Let's get a little more light here, if I can. A little more light over here. I don't know if that helped or not. But they kind of faded out, but I like them that way. I'm going to do some more ink tints on this. I thought I could do that, show you how I do it. Let me get out my ink tints. Since I got the 72, I've been using this. I want to use these up. And I need a brush. I'll use this brush and water. Night, Nikki. Congratulations for winning, and you too, Peg and Rosemary. I guess I'm going to have 2 contests. Have one earlier in the chat and one later in the chat to take care of the folks who don't get here till later. I might start doing that. So I'm getting my lace really wet, and I'm getting the ink tints really wet. And then I just start, and Aunt Beck was asking if this washes off. Now, ink tints dries permanent, but I know when I tested it, I used a heat gun sort of on it, but then I let it air dry, and some of the color did wash off, but I've let it set a couple days, so it may be permanent by now. I'm going to dump this out here. I need more water. I get this lace really wet. This is my other spray bottle. This is clean water in here. And I've been dipping that lace in there and just soaking it. And it seems to receive the pigment a lot better. Maybe it's my imagination, but it just seems to go better when that lace is really wet. Hubby wants popcorn, so old Nana 3's got to go. Bye, Marianne. Thanks for coming. Lucia, thanks for filling us in on Rosemary's technique. I saw the prints. I thought they were beautiful. I just didn't have time to get back to watch her video. So I just kind of make a mess right on this lace. I was thinking about putting some Clorox on here and fading out the yellow and having some white flowers. But I'm not going to do that now because I'd have to run and get the Clorox. Oh, there's Rosemary. Is she back? I was checking my boiling papers. Well, Rosemary filled me in, or Lucia filled me in on your technique of how you did those. So, but what kind of papers do you use? Do you use magazine pages or watercolor paper or copy paper? What kind of paper do you use? I have to dip this in here again. I like to get this really, really wet. And then I just set it on my table. It just seems to receive the ink tints a lot better. You know, and I should make some of those flowers red. Rose. And I'm not following the chat. Watercolor paper. Thank you, Rosemary. How cool. I suppose watercolor paper would make sense because if you boil it, you have to have a pretty strong paper, I would think. So, do you let it cool off, Rosemary, then? After it boils, you let it cool off, or do you pull it out with tongs? Or I guess I should go watch the video. Hi, Barb. Welcome, Barb Owen. Barb, I was watching you and Kyla give hand for a little while this afternoon, doing your challenges. I almost joined in. I think I was there when you were doing the stenciling. I think you were showing some after stencils. When I joined, I was watching you, and you were drawing faces. I almost joined in, but I was sitting in the living room and all my art stuff was in here, so that ended that. Yeah, Barb, I've already been kicked off twice. I guess Wi-Fi isn't the answer to my disconnect problems. I'm disappointed. I am just taking ink tints and ink tintsing this sort of a cotton crochet knit lace that I got at Goodwill. It's yellow. And while I like it yellow, I love the distressed look of all of this. So that's what I'm doing. You are a joy to watch, Barb. I can't follow the chat, though. It zooms by me in your room. But I did find out that if I can slow it down if I just put my hand, it's getting a little dirty in there. I can slow it down if I just put my hand on it and stop it. But then I miss what's going on. Oh, let's see. Let's make some blue flowers. I'm just using up this ink tints. I've had these for several years, and I use and use and use and use and use and use them. And they just keep... I'm finally getting the sepia brown one sort of used up. But I'm amazed at how long these last. Okay, I think I'm ready for some more yellow flowers. I'm watching my art. Kyla is one of those first people I found on YouTube a few years ago. I found Kyla when she was making all of those journals. I think she was publishing them too, like in either Stampington or Cloth Paper Scissors. I don't know which one it was. But she made a whole bunch. I'm running out of water. She made a whole bunch of journals. That's when I first started watching Kyla. Yeah, orange. And of course I loved it. Rose. One a week? A book a day? One a week? Oh, wow. I can't imagine. And they were so unique. all of her journals were so unique. She used so many different techniques. I'm not getting any browns on here. It's kind of turning brown. I'm kind of watching my lace here. Kyla is awesome. I just finished, Jerry says Kyla Givhan is awesome. I just finished a business class with her. It was awesome. I think I'm going to use up all the water here. I've got a little more. I'm just going to dump that on there. Dirty water. Got some more in here. This is clean water. Dirty spray bottle, but it's clean water. I just got it fresh tonight. And when I say dirty, I don't mean it's dirty. It's inky. It's inky from the ink tints. I'm hoping to be able to go to her handmade journal class next week. Cool. Rosemary, you make beautiful journals. And who would have thought? Boiling paper. I do like this distressed. This is all wet. This is all wet. This is the dry right here. This portion was what I did last week. It's kind of damp from tonight. This needs some red. That needs some red. Maybe some orange. So I'm just kind of dabbing this on here, and then it'll dry. I think it dries much lighter. I have an old chair that I hang it on the back of my chair. And I'm going to dip the rest of this in there. Just let it soak it up. But I do find it works a lot better when the lace is wet. It absorbs that ink a lot better. And that's dirty, but it's not dirty dirty, it's inky dirty. Painty dirty. Let me pour it in here before I spill it. Kind of talking to myself there. My chat goes on and off, so I have to touch my screen to... Thank you. Oh, Chichita. Hi. Am I pronouncing your name correct? I always say Chichita. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Welcome to you. I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome to everybody who's come in. I've missed a lot. Do you have plans for the lace, Mary? Not really. I used some of it in my year 2000 when I did that loved ones page with the photograph of my grandfather when he was a little boy. Because I felt like this lace was, well, very distressed. When it's dry, it dries a little bit lighter. And that photograph, my grandfather had a lace collar on there, you know, in the late 1800s. Why did they put lace collars on little boys? I'll bet you those lace collars did not stay on long. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Right now I'm just going to paint it up, and I'll probably do some touching up. I think what I want to do is come back in after this is all dry. Maybe put some Clorox in a spray bottle and maybe spray some of these flowers and see if I can't fade them out a little bit more and get some kind of a white in there. Not a bright white, but that's what I'm thinking anyway. But this will dry a lot lighter. It's kind of grungy right now. And this is the back, and you can see that red did not soak through on the back a lot. I might go back and actually put color on the back. So, I'm going to put this aside. Ew! And kind of wipe up my beautiful drop paper here. And maybe dry it off a little. And go back to my glue books. So I might get all this stuff glued in. This was a tag that Carol Minton sent to me when we were in a swap in Crazy Island Family. It's such a neat tag. Meri, I hope you enjoy your swap items. I did. I used them, Carol. I tend to use things that can go into glue books. But the tag to me is special, so I probably put that in my Happy Mail. Here's a piece of that lace off of that journal page. I think I'll put that in one of these where the flowers are. Look, there's a pumpkin. I think I'll put that here. This glue book is not bound yet. How about here? I like it better. I like it better up there. I'm going to use some Elmer's to attach this. And I can't see the chat. There goes my glue stick. It's off over there someplace. I'll have to dig it out after chat. My grandfather and his brother were dressed in dresses. Lack of clothing, I think. Really? Do you think that was it? Rena, welcome to you. I didn't see you sneak in. I've been smearing ink tints on this lace. I don't know why they dressed those boys with those lace collars. I'm sure, knowing my family, the men were probably very uncomfortable. And I just bet you, if we had a time machine and could peer into the past, I'll bet you that lace collar stayed on less than a half an hour. Just knowing little boys. And when that picture was taken, he couldn't have been more than 4 or 5 years old. I'm going to put that here, I think. I am just gluing down scraps that are on my table. First time seeing you live. Well, welcome, Rena. I have already fallen out of this chat twice, so if I freeze, which seems to happen, hold on, I'll be right back. Never say never. This is the start of an ATC. This one is an ATC. I like this one. I'm going to put this in that pocket over here. I'm going to put it here. I think I'll... Good night, Jerry. Thanks for coming. I didn't have some things, whoops, didn't have something to do with the social status, the callers. Do you think the callers had something to do with the, does anybody know? That is really interesting. I'm going to have to look that up on Google and see why 4 a.m. in Denmark? Oh, I'm afraid that takes, what do you want to say? Join a live chat at 4 a.m.? That is very much appreciated. Let's see if I can I just want a pocket here. And I'm just going to stick this right here, I think. I want it just to, I may have to go back and maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I seem to have a lot of pictures of mothers and little girls here. Earn a living. Yeah. I am her voice. Oh, I like that. I like that. Sweet dreams, Jerry. Noon Saturday there. I can't believe how fast these 2 weeks went. 2 weeks that I wasn't online doing my live. I'm interested in death photos from the Victorian days. You learn a lot about clothing back then. How interesting. Yeah, some of those photos that they took, like in the Victorian times, and then those parlors, and they'd have the easel out there with a photo and all the flowers around it. Very interesting. That's spooky, Rena. Yes, a few good hours. Let's see. I'm reading the chat. Hi, Diana. Handmade by Diana. You guys sneak in. I don't see you sneak in. My chat, as I see it on my phone, if I touch my screen, I see the chat. But if I'm doing artwork down here, and if I'm not touching the screen, my chat fades into the screen, and I have to touch the screen to get it back. I like this never say never with this clock. Right there. Sort of. Because that's time. That's where I'm going to put it. And here again, I am just sort of tacking these down because this is a live session. After the live session, I'll go back in and make sure everything's glued down because this is a glue book. And I'm just using up scraps that are left from other projects, which are a lot of these black and white photos that didn't fit on my art cards. Night, Shannon. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciated it. Good to see you. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hobos. 2 hobos. That's what they called them there in the 1930s when they were unemployed men and they were riding the rails, doing what you love. Earn a living. That's where these hobos are going to go. Not to offend them, but it just seems to fit the title. Next time you find yourself feeling annoyed by a noisy environment, voices, phones, traffic, lawnmower, try this 1-minute exercise. Oh, that's why I cut that out. The idea is to tune in to sounds around you rather than attempting to shut them out. Sit up tall, close your eyes, and let your face relax. Breathe naturally and think of yourself as sort of a receiver taking in all the sounds around you. Try not to favor one kind or the other. Usually we try to block out sounds, and I cut that out because they're saying that another way to relax is to listen to all the sounds around you. A lot of country folks do that. They like the sounds, the birds and the... These are some ATCs that I had left over. Little and Laugh from the June. And here's another one of Shannon's doodle pages that I used, and then I decided I didn't want it on what I was using, and so I ripped it off, but then I said, oh no, that's Shannon, so I'm going to save it. So now it's going to go in my glue book. It's going to go right here, I believe. Oh, I like it there. It was just a little piece. What else do I have? LuLaRoe. Oh, this is from Susan Hiles. I ordered some leggings from her. I like the dress. I'm going to pull the dress off. That should really go in my Happy Mail, though. I'm going to put it over there. Mini Zine. I'm just looking through junk that was on my desk. Beach Scene. I don't know if I want to put it there. Beach and Farm. Oh, look. Beach, though. Here they're at the beach. Here. Here. That's how that goes. Yes. Another another Childcraft magazine glue book page. And I'm just, this is grab and glue, Meri style. I usually, when I do my glue books, I'm not one just to grab it. I have to think about what I'm doing. Like I said, beach scene, and then I found these was the beach, and then I make that association. So I think a little bit more. I think about my grab and glue than what Cindy does. Cindy does the grab and glue where she grabs and glues whatever's there. I got another baseball player. I must have got these out of it. They must have been talking about sports. I am her voice. Now, what's this? Oh, that's nothing. And this crazy critter, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Happy birthday. This came in a free lottery ticket to my brother for his birthday. And he threw it away and I took it out of the trash. Let's see. I think about it too, Meri. Oops. Anne, hi. Anne Brockman. I didn't see you sneak in. Welcome. If you go to Rosemary's channel, Rosemary, F-E-R-R-I-S, Morris, she has a video out on boiling papers. She calls them boiled books. Yeah, Barb, that's a good suggestion. Just tap on Rosemary's icon and you'll see a message that will take you to her channel. I don't like this page. I should put this animal that I don't like on it. Except he's going to be awfully hard to glue down right now. So how about making this a tip-in? I like the idea of doing that. That'll break this up. Maybe tip it. No, tip it this way. I need some washi tape. I'm getting my washi tape out. What shall I use? This? Let's see if I can get it out without messing everything up. Can I find the start of it? It's always hard to find the start of this washi tape. And I'm going to put I'm not watching chat. I'm concentrating on putting this tip in. And isn't it silly that we buy washi tape and then buy glue to put it down with? I'll put that up a little further, just like that. Oh, let's see what's going on with chat. So how many of you that are in here actually do glue books, where you just take leftover scraps, which is basically all this is? Like I said, this happy birthday to you was a birthday card that was sent to my brother. They gave him a free lottery ticket, and he threw the card away. So I rescued it out of the trash because I thought, oh, glue book. Not me? You don't make glue books? Aristi, what do you do with all your scraps? Do you throw them away? Do you save them? I watch others make them, but I haven't myself. I haven't. My glue book became a recycled junk journal with a purpose. It had its own plan. Well, that's okay, Barb. Nope, I glue them on junk journals? Well, that's good too. That's good too. A junk journal is just as good as a glue book. And if I don't wipe off some of that glue, it's going to make a mess there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Except for right there, I kind of messed it up. But I'll go back and fix that. What I need to do here, I think, is kind of snip this. There. And there. And then I'll glue these flaps down. Messy Mary, Messy Mary. I'm standing up. It's really hard for me to do art while I'm standing up. And I was so hoping, although I've only got kicked off twice tonight, and it seems like I can't wait to see how this video processes if it pixelates. Lucio says she made a glue book but haven't glued anything in it. Well, Lucia, Christmas is coming, and you'll have all your leftover scraps from your December daily that you can glue in your glue book, and you can have a Christmas glue book. What's going on there? I think I do like working on these before I bind them, just for the very fact that just like now, I picked this page up to trim this washi tape. It's so much easier than trying to trim the pages in a book, and you're tipping the book, and you're tipping it. I do like working on the folios before they're bound, even in a glue book. And I think that's how I'm going to proceed with the rest of my glue books. Except for ones that are already bound. Like if I'm working in an altered book or something like that. What else do I have here? I have some little note paper that was just laying around from the St. Jude Children's Hospital. I've got 2 sheets left of it. Let's tear these off. And what I'm going to do with this, where's that little llama guy? He's here. I'll just kind of put them in. Too bad I didn't. They'll be in kind of upside down, but that's okay. And I should put something on them. And these are my mini zines, and these are my little matchbook bindings. Hey, I'm getting all this trash used up. Here's another Shannon Green. Where's her other one? I had used a strip off of one of Shannon Green's painty papers. And I didn't like it, so I tore it off. But then I saved it. Because it was too cool to throw away. And this was just off of the edge. I did not destroy the entire painty paper. There. I like that. So what else do I have here? What's this? Oh, this is weird. This is Outer Space Skeleton. Where am I going to put him? Oh, Shannon likes weird. I'll put it right with Shannon's stuff. Except I don't want the text on there. Shannon likes the out of the ordinary things. I'm kind of talking for her now, but she goes to these museums that are... Ooh, what did I do? I'm making it weirder. Got to put this guy back together. This paper was sort of wet when I picked it up, and I'm trying to glue it down. My desktop was wet. There. This is just kind of like a junk journal glue book. This is an owl, a crystal owl. Ooh, this can go on here too. Ooh, I like that right there. Petal on in. I'm not watching chat. So I've got both my hands on the owl. Purple owl with starry eyes, glass eyes. It's a crystal owl. Let's see. Lisa, good night. Thanks for coming, Lisa. What else am I missing with chat? I'm going to go back and scroll back a little, see what I'm missing. For me, I have to start something, and then it sort of tells me what it wants next. Yes, Barb, that is so true. That is so true. And I kind of, just like here's Shannon's doodles, and I know that Shannon kind of likes, I want to say weird things, but she likes out of the ordinary things, and that just happens to me. This page says Shannon. Shannon might disagree, but I didn't plan this. It just happened tonight. And with this one with the hobo, where it says, earn a living, and then I've got the 2 little hobos. I cut them out of a history book. I'm sure it was talking about the 1930s and all the unemployment. But then this text is completely unrelated because it's talking about, instead of tuning everything out to relax, to listen to all the sounds around you. And yes, I think I'm using up all this stuff. Petal on in. Where am I going to put petal on in? Here. This gets rid of a lot of little things on your desk. I don't know about you, but all these little scraps get to the point to where they start to annoy me. You know, you move them from one spot to the next, I kind of like this guy with all the postage stamps. And it's nice just to have them on a page in a book. And these are some mini zines. And I'm not going to do anything with this one because he's too weird to handle in a live session. Good things. I like this bicycle. I like this page. This page makes a lot of sense to me. This is very fall. Very much an autumn page. Never say never. I'm trying to decide where I want to put this. Where did I put that petal on in? Here. Might go good here. Cut this off. I like the layering of the collage. Notice you mix well. Thank you, Kathy. And by the way, welcome, Kathy. You gals come in. I missed you coming in. So, welcome. Yeah, I do like to layer. I kind of like to... Now, this evidently, if I remember right, this petal on in was an advertisement for some sort of a gift shop. Here's the bicycle, and then it says good things. But this, I don't know. I think this was a glass chandelier. This swirly yellow thing is a glass chandelier. So it goes like that, and I fussy cut it out. But I love that. I love the design of that. Good things. I'm going to put the good things over here. And my goal for this glue book is to do the classic grab and glue. Use up the scraps on my desk. Get them out of my way so that they don't annoy me anymore. This, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but when we did one of those pages, that daydreamer page, the little boy was sitting at school and he looked like he was daydreaming and all the students were over here working. That's the snip of the students that are working. I'm not going to throw it away. I think I'll put it right. I think I'll put it right here. I think I'll put it right there. But I snipped that off during the live session, and it did not get thrown away. It gets moved from one part of the room to the next. Now it's going down in my glue book. I just have a few things left. I have an American flag. I think I saw something over. Didn't I have a patriotic over here someplace? I have to trim that, I think. Well, I guess I was imagining. I'm trying to decide where I want to put this. This is out of the newspaper with July 4th. Where do I want to put it? Should I put it on Shannon's page? No, it's not weird enough. I kind of like it there. It's wet. I can imagine some of you that do art and are very professionistic probably look at what I'm doing and say, oh my gosh, what is she doing? She's so messy. Mother and child. Do I dare put one more thing on here? I don't like this page. I'm going to... Do I like that there? Got the two boys. Oh, the boys go with the dog. I like that. So, in our drawing tonight, it was Peg Robinson and Nikki, Carson D. Cat's Life, and who else? Wrote it down. Peg Robinson and Nikki and somebody else. Rosemary. Rosemary Morris. So they'll be getting... The middle of next week, I intend to have them out. I like this one here. I'm going to cover this up, I believe. Do I like this one better? This one fits better, I think. Yeah. Okay, it's getting to the point that I'm putting in there just to have them in there, whether they fit or not. So I might just hold on to these because I can't. Yeah, I kind of like that there. And I will go back and glue these down better. Like I said, I'm doing this standing up. Yeah, I like that there. And I like them. Now I just have this one to use. And I'll be done. And look, I think I'm going to put it right here. I do think Whispers from the Past kind of got the house peeking out. That's getting kind of sticky. This Scotch brand glue stick is what I'm using, and it's very tacky. It's a very tacky glue, but you do have to get a good amount on it. There. All right. What else do? Oh, I have an arrow. Awesome. Good things. I think I'm going to point it that way. I am just trying to use up scraps on my desk, and I think this is the last one that I'm going to do. There. Okay. Because these go in my Happy Mail. And these are mini zines. I'll sort all this out. What's this? One more? Oh, I have one more. Pony Express Rider. Pony Express Rider. Yeah, I like him there. We'll put him there just for the fun of it. Just when I thought I had it done. Okay. Put him right there. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done with this. I'm going to bind it, but not tonight. I might put some more in there. I like this page. I'm happy with this. This was already done. There's some clocks, a row of watches, and a catalog. This was a needle cross-stitch magazine, and I like that. I didn't want to cover it up. I like that. I might put some journaling on there, maybe a headline. Petal on in, awesome. Good things, and there's an arrow pointing to the good things. Whispers from the past. This is very much a fall page. I like this page a lot. I think I made some improvements on this. Never say never. Might do something more to this. Do what you love. There's the Lone Ranger, and I'm sure that's not Tonto. He came out of a history book. And this is a pocket holding one of my little ATCs. Little school kids peeking out there. I need to trim that off. Earn a living and the hobos and my Shannon Green page. Too bad she's not in here. I am her voice, and got the little girl. And then this is kind of a I'd almost like it like that, but then that's my, this is my cover. So I'll put it like that. So I'm done. I'm surprised there's still 26 of you in here listening to me ramble. I haven't been following chat. Let's see. Good night, Chichita. Peg, and let's see. Lisa Conway says, I want to be able just to grab and glue and see how it goes. When I watch someone else do it, I always think that it turns out cool. I'm going to try it. I have a composition book I'm going to try it in. Lisa, go for it. Go for it. Find some magazines, cut out some images. Just whatever appeals to you. I was going through an Oprah magazine, an O magazine. Cut out headlines, cut out heads and hats and animals and clocks, and just start putting them down there. And yeah, they come together. This is something that was really been of interest to me this year, is that word composite. How things come to my desk from different sources, from different magazines, from different books, from different people. And once I get them there and I start putting them on my page or my substrate, whatever I'm working on, all of a sudden they tell a wonderful story. And I'm going, how? I didn't plan this. How did that happen? So I would really encourage you to do that, Lisa. The other journal challenges push me enough. Some days I really want to skip some steps. Peg. Yeah, skip them, Peg. I won't tell. Let's see. Barbara says, I'm so left-brained. It takes me hours to think through a page. You know, Barb, I can really see that with you because you are so detailed. You do those beautiful, beautiful mandalas. I shake my head because I could not do the detail that you do on those mandalas. I'm just, as Marianne would say, I'm gobstruck or whatever that is. You also do beautiful quilting. I don't quilt. I can tell that you are very, very left-brained. And there's nothing wrong with that because you are still creating art. You are using your left brain to think through your art. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. With that timer set and 20 pages to put something on, I just had to do it without thinking. Good exercise for me. Don't talk to Mary about timers. I don't do the timers. Anne says, what do you do with a glued book when it's done? I guess I need to have a purpose for making it. Well, to be honest with you, my glue books go on a shelf, but for me, it's the process of making it. It's the process of using all those images to tell a story. And when it's done, I have that story. You can gift them if you want to gift them, if somebody appreciates them. For me, it's kind of like I don't have to have a purpose to do something that I'm interested in doing. For me, it's the process is the purpose. It's the fun of creating the page, of finding the images and putting them together and making, just like the Lone Ranger and this Indian fellow who's not Tonto, came from entirely different sources. And for me, it's just the process is the purpose. So that's my answer to you, Anne. If you have to have a purpose, like I'm making this glue book as a gift, or I'm making this as a, because I was, well, as a project in a class, or as a challenge, as an answer to a challenge, or I'm making it for a friend, or maybe my purpose is just getting the scraps off my desk, which was really what it was for me tonight. Let's see. I'm kind of going back through the chat. You can even just do pages with images of the same color. That's a good idea, Janet. I have boxes of images, but I seem to overthink, so it takes me a long time. I kind of overthink it too, Lisa. I think I do. Like I said, tonight was really the closest that I get to grabbing and gluing. I'm kind of one that likes to put the images together to make them tell a story, so I get that. Lucia said good night. I probably missed it, but good night, Lucia. Thank you, Rena, if you're still here. Barb, if you're still here, thank you for coming. Chichita, looks like she's left the room. I guess I'm back to where I was. So I have been going for a little bit over 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm going to call this a night. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you for bearing with my 2 times that it fell out, that I got disconnected, and thank you for sticking with me. And everyone have a really, 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 really good weekend. Yeah, it did go fast, Janet. Good night. I'm waving to Barb Owen. I'm watching the chat go by. I was waving at her. Good night, Barbara. Good night, Anne and Janet. Thank you all coming. And I have to say this. I'm going to start saying this too in my videos. May your art cart be blessed. I just wish you blessings on all your art. I can't wait to see what you all do. I just love all your channels. Thank you for coming, and have a really good weekend. And don't forget, I'm doing contests every week till I use up all those pages. So if you didn't win something, there's always next week. Good night, everybody.